I made it all the way around the table after hitting the start button, folks. I'm here. My name's Zach from A2Z Designs. Welcome to the show. I hope you're all having a great evening. Welcome to Hell in a Cell with Zach Mills. It's going to be great. I'm just kidding. Welcome to the craft party. We're going to have a great time tonight. If you're just jumping on, say hey, hit the heart button, sprinkle the video, help us grow. We appreciate it so much. It's because of you we can continue to do what we do, and we love what we do. And I hope you guys do too. So again, thank you all for everything you do. Now, let's talk a little bit about tonight's project. As soon as I get all of this up and down, I can see myself. Hi, Tina. How you doing? All right, so tonight's keyword is going to be heat. Heat, H-E-A-T, comment heat for all the fun stuff that we're going to use tonight, because I have a lot of it, a lot of fun stuff, and it's going to be crazy. And guess what? We're not using paste. Nope, we're not using paste tonight. We're not using ink either. So that means we must be using something, right? Oh, we're going to use something. A little sneak peek for you right there. We'll get to that in a second, though. First things first, though. Got to be real with you. These right here, these bad boys, low quantity, low quantity, low quantity, low quantity. I have plans for this one. Plans for this one. Low quantity. This was going to be a date night for me and Amy, so it better still be there. Date night, Amy and I. And also, one of the transfers that we're using tonight, one of the heat press transfers we're using tonight, low quantity, low quantity. So get it before it's gone, because I don't know. It may be restocked, it may not be. I don't know. Oh, well, thank you, Jennifer. I thought I'd rock the pink out for you all today. It was better than my if like this is any indication of what I was covered in about an hour ago. Whew. Oh, Deborah got her A2Z design order today. That's awesome. Great to hear. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Linda. How are you? Let me just put these up here real quick so we get them out of the way. So check this out. We are going to use tonight this heat transfer. Never done it before. I've seen Amy use vinyl. I've heard things about this. But it's supposed to be fairly simple, fairly easy. I kind of like the idea of it. Like, look, I can make something really pretty on a tote bag or even a shirt that's already colored in, and all I have to do is hold the heat press on it. So we're going to try this out tonight, along with something else I got, tucked away for y'all. A little surprise, surprise. Hi, Beverly. Wish you were a little louder. Miss watching you, but it's hard when I can't always hear you. Irene, I'm sorry. I will try talking a little louder for you. Hopefully there's not a lot of background noise. There shouldn't be. But, all right. This is Amy's shirt. Amy asked me to do her shirt. So we're going to do a couple different things tonight. We're going to do it on a shirt. We're going to do it on the everyday tote bag. And we're going to see how it comes out and the difference in material it works. Hi, Ned. How are you? So tell me, did you all get your order in today? Did you get something in? Did you get your free transfer? This free transfer for spending, I think, $50? $50 to get this awesome free transfer. And if you're going to get this, you might as well just throw in something else. Get yourself up to that 75 and get that color of the month, which I should have here, hopefully, very soon, because I get to play with all the new stuff while Miss Amy is out of town. So, we're going to do the tote bag first. We're going to try this tote bag first. I'm going to pull this stuff out so I have it easy on hand. Hello, Jeannie. Hello, Miss Duval. You ordered your heat transfers today. Awesome. And if you have done heat transfers, are these... I'm not going to lie. I did my research today, okay? I opened up that good old Google, that computer that says it knows it all. And I said, computer, talk to me about heat transfers and how they work, and what can I do with them? How do they do it? I didn't get a response right away because I said, hey, computer, instead of hey, Siri. It's what happens when you grow up on Star Trek. Doesn't work like it's supposed to. But check this out. We're going to use this one tonight. But I did my research today, so I did some studying up on what's going to happen. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Linda. Hi, Terry. Oh, you got your order in, Betsy? That's awesome. yes, I am. I'm excited about doing projects tonight, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday, maybe, you know, I just may send Amy out to the garage full time and do this now. You know, we switch it up a little bit. I'm going to use the wine bag. The tote bag to make a wine bag / grocery bag. This is called, it was on here. I know it was. Happy Hour Heat Transfer. And look, this here is only $10. This heat transfer. It's one and done, $10, already in color. You don't have to use paste. You don't have to use ink. I mean, literally, it says here it takes 60 seconds. We're going to do this in 60 seconds. And all we have to do is preheat our press heat to 360 degrees. I currently have it at 350, so I'm going to crank it up to 360. I'm going to set my timer, not 365, to 60 seconds. So I have this stuff set up, ready to go. I will set myself up for success. There it is. Boom. We don't need that. I'll pick that up later. So, hi Denise. Hi Tina. So again, type in heat for all the supplies that we're using tonight. I do have a heat transfer here. I have a lot of stuff going on here. I have parchment paper. I have heating mats because I'm not going to ruin the table or bubble up this mat again. I've done it before. I don't want to do it again. So I'm going to take this up. We're going to heat press a whole bunch of things tonight. And we're going to see how it goes and get y'all's verdict on it and get my opinion on it as well. Because I think it's going to be pretty neat. All right. We have our heat press. I'm putting it right on the bottom. I'm not worried about it going through. I don't think this will go through. And what we're going to do is I'm going to simply... Oh, did I tell you there's actually two of these? Two of these in each package. If I didn't tell you, I'm telling you now. There's two of these in each package. So I will need that paper back. Or maybe I'll do it on the other side. I don't know. We'll set it over here for now. Oh, thank you, Haley. I miss you too. I know. I got to go to Kansas with your friend. She was kind of boring, to be honest. I tried to get her to be a little excited, but no, I'm just kidding. She was great. She was fine. Hi, Karen. Okay. Going to be real simple. I'm going to lay this on here. I'm going to center it to my liking. Am I going to pull out a ruler and measure the sides? No. I'm not in that mood right now to do that. I'm not that like detail oriented on it on that project. But what I am going to do, and I do want to do, is find this awesome stuff right here. Now you can use heat tape as well. I verified with Miss Amy that this should work. And this is Chalk Couture's tape, placement tape. I got a really big stash right there. I don't need that much. But I'm going to tape this to the actual canvas so it doesn't slide on me while I'm heat pressing it. And I'm just going to lay this on here to a manner that I like. Let me get my thing here centered with me. Ta-da! I mean, I could even cut these out and do like a line on top, a line down here if I wanted. I think I could, but we're just going to let this roll. Hello! Hello, hello. Oh, thank you. I've been working hard on it. I've been working hard. Hi, Angelina. Hi, Lisa. So tell me, what did you all get from today's release? What were you most excited about? What did you get? I don't want to go that high up. I want to try to avoid covering any of the image. I don't even need to go across it. I'm really just taping it to stay in place. And like I said, I have a lot of tape. Am I missing? Just to be safe. I'm going to flip this too. Just to be safe. Flip it down. Still got some of that bottle. Yeah, to iron the wrinkles out of the bag first, maybe. Deb. No. I'm just kidding. I will. I was going to on the shirt. The tote bag I really wasn't too worried about. But because you asked, you made that recommendation, I respect you, Deb. I will. Just gonna go right over. Nothing, nothing too crazy. Looks good to me. Well, that's for the next thing. That's for the other thing I'm gonna surprise y'all with. I got tricks today for y'all. I got tricks. Okay. Let's get this laid back down to our liking. I feel like I lost all my tape. I had a big string. Ooh, don't tell Amy. Hi, Zach. You've lost a lot of weight. Oh, thank you, Dee. Thank you. Yes, I have. I'm down quite a bit. Got to take care of myself. Got 2 little turds. And a wife that apparently want me around for a while. It's no more, better to burn out than fade away mentality. Okay. I have this set up ready to go. Check out how easy this is. Ready? Parchment paper. I'm going to go. Funny story. My funny wife, she's got pre-cut parchment paper. I thought that was hilarious. True story, pre-cut parchment paper. I'm going to lay my parchment paper right down on top. Make sure I have the image facing the right way. Like I said, I have the image face down on the tote. Dana went overboard as usual with release. We got all new paste colors, both ink colors and transfer. Awesome. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Anita. Yes, it's I've been shrinking. I've been shrinking. Now, check this out. What's awesome, these are like 8 by 11.5 size, like the size of a size B, and perfect for these, heat presses right here, these large ones. I'm going to lay it right on there. I'm going to hit my button and start the countdown. Like I said, it said 360 degrees, 60 seconds, and it says it right on back of this. Now, one thing I am going to do, call it the cook in me, and it's only been 15 seconds. I'm going to just kind of, move it around a little. I don't like it to just sit there. I feel like that's how it's going to burn or leave a singe mark. So, I'm just going to kind of, jiggle, a little wiggle to the sides here, and a little forward. Just a little circular motion. That's all. Nothing too crazy. I'm going to wait for the timer to go off, and we're going to see this awesome tote bag and see what it does. Now, it does say on the back of this as well that it says press with medium pressure. Maybe I should do that until the timer stops. Cover the heat, we did that. What else? There was something else on here. It is recommended that you use at least 70% polyester. There goes my timer. Oh, see, even my tape did come off. But, that came right off. Check it out. That came right off. And check this out. Look. I was like, oh, wow. Look, I got a tote bag. Done. Ta-da. Even in a secondary apron. But check it out. Oh, that really does pop. We got some color here. Oh, that turned out really... All right, I'm down with this one. I'm down with this kind of idea. I like chalking. I like inking. But, sometimes you just want something easy. That's easy. That's super easy. Holy cow. That was real easy. All right, I'm going to set this to the side. And that's how you know you're done. Now, from what I do know, yes, this is color. Could I have, pressed a little bit harder maybe and kept it on there? A little bit fewer, longer, and maybe it all go through? I don't know, but we'll find out here on this next one. So let's set this over here to the side. Let's get Amy's shirt out because I told her I would make her shirt. So let's make her shirt. Okay, we have, and again, you can type in heat, and this is one of her famous Amazon shirts that she loves oh so much. Can you do it with an iron? Sandy, yes, you can do it with an iron. But at what temperature, I don't know. I would imagine that you'd want to do it very similar to the 360 degree count, and probably for 60 seconds. But I don't know how you would measure that on an iron. I don't know. That is actually the one thing I was not prepared for. Look at this bad boy. Look at this. So I'm just going to kind of iron out the middle here. Not too worried about the sides. I'm not going to iron the whole shirt. Just kind of the general area where this is going to go. Throw that right back on there. Now she wanted this one. She asked me that I make her this. I'm like, it is July. We can do a little bit of Christmas in July. Since we're here, playing with the stuff. Put a piece of parchment paper in between as color will go through. You know what, D, you're absolutely right. On the white shirt, it will. On the tote, it did not. It did not do that on the tote. As you can see, and I didn't think it would on the tote because it is a thicker material than this. So, you are absolutely right for the shirt. I do want to do that because it is a much thinner material. You are 100% correct, and thank you for that reminder. I appreciate it. Use one of our fancy pre-cut parchment things. All right, now I have the shirt. Now, this is always the hardest part for me, is trying to figure out where to lay it on a shirt. You know, like, I like some designs, like, you know, like maybe it's because I'm broad-chested or something, but I like my designs to be up here sometimes. But then you see a lot of shirts where they're kind of like more like here and down. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to say that. Oh, what did Darcy say? Hold on. What did I miss? Oh, Darcy was just going to say that. Ah, yes. Oh, yes. On cotton setting maybe for shirt. Oh, okay. All right, so. All right, again, guess what? 2 come in one package. How cool is that? 2 come in one package. You gotta love that. So you can make, you know, matching shirts, matching ugly sweaters. All right, so I know Amy does not like them high up. So I'm gonna do the 3-finger rule from the middle, go down, push my heat mat down a little bit more, or actually bring my shirt up. Now comes the fun part of making sure I'm square. Luckily, the shirt was just folded, and I have these 2 parallel lines on the side because I didn't iron past that. They're going to be my guidance, my guide, I should say. I'm going to pull this up a little more. All right, I feel we're good. I feel we're good. All right, here we go. Are we ready? Hit the hard button if we're ready. I'm ready to try this. Oh, let's make sure I have this. Oh, I didn't tape it. Did not tape it. We're going to tape it again. Make sure it's flat, unwrinkled. Oh, I see a piece of parchment paper folded up in here. I don't want folded up. Okay. And again, we're just using that. All right, here we go. Ready? It's on there. We're going to hold it medium, or, you know, we're going to give it a mid-press. We're going to give it a mid-press. And about 15 seconds in, you know, I'll start my little shimmer, my little wiggle. So that way it doesn't, you know, I don't just, it's like I'm cooking a sauce or gravy. You got to keep stirring it, or making a hollandaise sauce. You just keep mixing. You don't want it to burn. It's the movement. Maybe less circular this time, more up and down. We'll see what that does. You're right. Parchment paper up on top. Woo! And that was mainly to protect our heat press, which still looks good. Totally forgot that one. I really like this wine bag too. I think that came out great. I think that came out really well. I mean, I don't think I'd be able to ink that with the color blend there that they have. That's really good. Now, because I accidentally took it off real quick, I'm going to give it just, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll give it an extra 10 seconds. Okay. Now, let's slowly lift up. No movement. Oh my. Look at that. How stinking cute is that? Check it out. Ta-da. Look, just like that, man. This is going to make Christmas shirt making real easy. Check it out. Doesn't it look so cute on me? Like it's my color. Totally matches, right? Yeah. The colors, you know, get you all up there up close. I think that came out really, really well. Really well. I'm very happy with that. Check it out. What do y'all think? I'm ready for some more designs of this chalk. This is cute. I like this. More, please. More. I'm going to set it over there to the side now and let it dry. Now, see that there? That's how the product's supposed to be used. Now, let's get into the methods of, should we really be doing this? You know, Zach's got an ace up his sleeve. There's no aces up my sleeve right now. So, let's find out. Can we do this on wood? Let's check this out. Can we do this on wood? Because, you see this one right here? Love it. I absolutely love this one. It's adorable. There is this really cute peach one as well here. This is not the one I want to do, though. I want to do the apple one. I need my apple one. Let me grab my apple one. Ah, yes. Oh, I hope that didn't unplug anything. Nope. Cool. All right, sorry about that. I had to get my apple one. I had the peach one out. Okay, let's see here. I do feel great, Patty. Thank you. Okay, I want to do this one. But, again, this one right here is low quantity right now, so get it before it's gone. I look at that. I'm not going to carry, I'm not a tote guy. What can I say? I'm not a tote guy. I'm not going to walk around with a tote. Unless it has like electronics or something in it for my kids, or you know, I'm going to the beach. But even then, I'm not going to carry a tote with a pumpkin on it. But what I think would look really good is, like, I immediately thought, you know what? That's something that belongs, that's art. That's something that belongs in my boho stand right here. Check it out. So what I did, as I said, I did my research. I went and researched, can I do a heat transfer on wood? Because it doesn't say it on this. On the directions clearly say for best results, polyester or polycotton blend fabrics items only, at least 70% polyester. Last I checked, there's no polyester in MDF. So, I did my research. And it said it could be done. So we did it two ways. We have this right here. This is the insert arch. Do you have to wax? No. No. You don't want to wax at all, because you want this surface to be as smooth as possible. Let me tell you what I did. I painted this with just some simple chalk paint right here. Boom. Okay? Chalk paint. I painted it. Then I let it dry. Then what I did, because I want a super smooth surface, I took a 220 sand block, 220, and I sanded that thing. I sanded it really well. And it is super smooth, like, oh yeah, like it's like baby butt smooth here. It's super smooth. I love it. Like, it almost feels like laminate wood. It's so smooth. 220 grit. You want a higher grit when you're sanding it, because it's going to give you that smoother surface. Then I wiped it off, you know, got all that dust particles off, because you want that to be as clean as possible. Then I did another one, because there's something else I saw. You're going to notice the difference in these two right here. You see, hopefully you can see it. This one is a lot shinier versus this one. Shiny versus not shiny. Now, what I did with this is I took some water-based polyacrylic, sprayed it on there. And I did 2 coats of this. Sprayed it once, you know, boop, 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 let it dry 20 minutes. Came back, did another coat. Because this is going to give me a gloss look. Now, it's funny because, yes, it has that gloss look to it. And it feels just as smooth. This was also sanded to with a 220 before I sprayed it. This was also, this also feels just as smooth as this, but it has more of a gloss look to it. Hi, Rosalind. So, I want to see and show you tonight if these go on wood. And I have some great news for you. Here's a spoiler alert. It does. It can. Hopefully it'll do it again for me. I did it earlier to test it because I wasn't about to come on here and be like, hey, let's see if this works. I want to, try it first. And I'll show you my test results beforehand and what I did to improve those test results. All right, so we have things here. We need things. Where did I throw? I probably threw it. I know I did. I had a heat mat somewhere. Bum, bum, bum. Where did you go, heat mat? I did throw it all across the room. I really should not be doing that. Found it. All right. Again, same concept. I don't want to damage the table or the mat again. So I'm going to put my wood on top of this heat mat. I'm going to lay some of this fancy pre-cut parchment paper Amy has. I carry. Okay. I'm going to lay it right on. I'm not laying on top of it. I'm going to lay this on top, okay? And center it. Now, I can see through it. I can hold it up a little. Now, I'm aware, again, remember, there's two. You see what I've done this twice now tonight. There's two sheets in there. Make sure you take them out. Separate them. Much better. I can somewhat see through it. Now, I understand that this is not going to cover the whole board as a whole, but I want to get just enough of the pumpkins, the books on the arch that satisfies me, and I think that'll do it right there. Now, I've seen this done a couple different ways, which is pretty neat. So like, oh, I have it perfectly lined up, and now I got to flip it over. What do I do? I've seen some people do this. So you just take some of that tape, and you kind of just, you know, a little right there at the ends to help keep it in place. And then just flip it over. And I can even see it again here, a little bit more, a little bit on the back side, see through the paper, I should say, onto the board. But one of the reasons I think this works with MDF is very, it's compressed wood, it's already very flat versus wood like this that is birch, and this is birch and this is porous. Like, it stains, like all those wood grains really pop. When you say an MDF, you know, it doesn't really pop, more like kind of just changes the color. So it's that porous wood that you really don't, you don't want to do this on, because it may not actually stick to it. So, I know I just threw a lot over there. A lot at you all right there. So, bear with me. Again, now for this, for the shirt, it said 360, 60 seconds. From everything that I've seen on this, it's somewhere, you know, a lot of people have different numbers. But I've seen it between 60 seconds and 90 seconds. So I picked the happy medium. And I went with my football number, which was 76. Remember that, because that may be a pop quiz question later on the week for Happy Meal, 76. And I'm going to leave it at the temperature 360. Now, I'm going to set it on here. Okay, everybody hold your breath, cross your fingers. Let's see if this works. I'm going to hold down roughly 15 seconds and then kind of start my wiggle. Get it going. Get it going. Okay, here we go. Ready? All right, just a little, you know, a little up and down motion, back and forth, just so it doesn't heat in one place or burn, like I'm afraid, like I said, like a sauce. Like a sauce. And also, if you use wood that has like too much moisture in it, like if you were to go to the hardware store and buy your typical cedar or FDR wood, that has a chance of bubbling from the heat. So that is also one thing you want to be careful of. MDF, as long as it's not too hot. Earlier when I tested this out, I did it at 350. I want to try it at 360 now, so we're going to see what the difference is. So, yeah. That's where we're at. What are y'all thinking so far? Are you willing to try this? I'm excited. Like, I really hope this comes out on the arch like the other ones did earlier, because I think it's gonna look so pretty, and I like to go 5 extra seconds for luck. Oh. Okay, we're gonna lift up. All right, we're going to keep our tape placement down. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Check this out. Oh, my gosh. I'll tell you this. It's hot. It's hot. Check it out. There's our arch. Our arch shadow. Now, check out this beautiful surface we just created. And I thought this just by itself would look adorable in my arch. Right there. See? Is that not cute? I think that right there. I just like that image. I think that by itself. And if you wanted to, you could go in there and put a transfer on top of it, I think, too. And it would look absolutely amazing. If you wanted a cute saying like, oh, like fall love or something. Hello, fall. Oh, that turned out really cute. I like that. So, that was the option A. Now, again, this is the one I did not put a high gloss on. I am excited for this one now because I really want to see the high gloss look. I want to see the high gloss look and how that comes out. So, hit the heart button if you're ready for some apple picking. We're going to go pick some apples. Now, again, I know this isn't going to... Oh, man. I should have thought this one out more. Oh, man. I don't know why I was thinking this would go on an arch. It's not going to... Okay, so guess what? Will the peaches, though? Will the peaches? Chat, I'm going to need your all's help here. I'm not going to do the apple. I'm not going to waste the apple picker. I like that one. But should we do the other pumpkin one on the high gloss and show a comparison? Or should we just, you know, maybe do the peaches? Because I think we can get the peaches on there pretty well as well. So, chat, what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Do we do pumpkin or peaches? Pumpkin or peaches? What do y'all think? Let me know. And don't forget, while you can, type in the word heat for all the supplies that we're using tonight. Get them and make sure, again, get $50, get the free transfer, 75 color of the month. Boom. Make it all happen. Cut out of the week. Get it while you can. It's only $10 shipped to you. When you type in the word heat, you'll get a message from us that has all the fun stuff in it. And just, yeah. Oh, we got some answers coming in here. Peaches, peaches, peaches. Y'all just want me to sing the Peaches song, don't you? Peaches, 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 peaches. Okay, so peaches it is. Peaches it is. Let's get it going. All right, we're going to lay that in there. Just like so. Give myself a little bit of space for some tape. Tape, tape, tape. Here we go. Hi, Penny. Let's get this up here. So were any of you on the fence about this transfer before seeing it done tonight? Like, is this something you're into? Is it something you'd like to try? Let me know. I'm curious. Okay, we're going to lay this down now. Flip it. Check my image over here. Cool, cool, cool. I'm happy with that. I'm going to leave you there. Take you off. And reapply you on the heat mat right there. All right. Let's see what the high gloss, I'm sorry, semi-gloss. It's semi-gloss, not high gloss. I could not find it in high gloss. But I will tell you this. You do want this to be the water version. You don't want the alcohol version. The water version if you're going to do it on wood. All right, here we go. Parchment paper. You'll try it now, stand after me seeing you doing it. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. Here we go. Medium press, just gonna hold it on there. High gloss, please come out glossy like I kind of want you to. Like I hope this has that high gloss look. You know, I kind of like the high gloss look on some things. And I'm like, if I can get this to work on high gloss, semi-gloss again, I'm gonna pat myself on the back. I'm not gonna do it right now, knock on wood. All right, I'm past my 15 seconds. I need to do my little shimmy. You ordered one earlier today, Patty? Awesome. Melinda, it is fun, Melinda. It's actually super easy. Like, super easy. Like, and again, I can't wait to show it all once they're all done on the shirt, the tote bag, and on the wood. But you got the apples and the Christmas wreath looking one. See, I like the Christmas wreath looking one. I saw that one. The apple one, I don't know why I was thinking it would fit on this. And it would work on this. I was like, oh, that's going to be so cool. It has color on the high gloss. I don't know what I was thinking. I just saw apple and I'm like, yes, I love apples. It makes me want an apple pie now. With a scoop of vanilla ice cream. All right, there's my timer. 3, 2, 1, and we're good. Oh, what did I do? Here we go. Ooh, it's hot. Hot. Hot, hot, hot. The wood is hot. Hot. Super hot. Oh, see, I'm going to do that. I did see this. Okay, so the high gloss, semi-gloss method did result in this. It resulted to it sticking. Now, I'm going to blame this on one of two things. One, I sprayed this earlier in the day. I probably should have waited the full 24 hours before heating it up. But I can get this peeled off over time with a little scraper as soon as it cools down. So I'll be able to get it off eventually. But let me show you this. We have a little sneak peek right there, a little bit at the top. I am going to try this again on my own time, and I'll show you guys the results. I'll get another board painted probably tomorrow. I'll show you guys this on Thursday. Give me till Thursday so I can have the full 24 hours of it being dry. But look at the top right there. You can see that it does have that kind of glossy look that I want it to have. So I'm blaming the parchment paper sticking on this because I did not wait the full 24 hours for it to dry. It's been drying a few hours. So that's on me. I rushed the project. But I have high hopes because that little shimmer of light right there at the top. I know, Rose, I might need a heat glove for this. So, you know, that's another thing. Yes, Dee, you're right. I could spray the high gloss on after I do it. Yes, I could. And maybe, maybe I'll try 2 of these and do one with the high gloss before and with the high gloss after. Because I will show you this now. Let me show you this. So, my experiment today, this was my experiment. Like, this is unpainted MDF right here. I just want to show you all this, okay? I took one of the samples that we got at the Chalk Con in Independence, Missouri, Chalk 25, a couple weeks ago, and I actually just put it straight on the board. I was curious. I wanted to see how it looked straight on the wood. I was like, yo, that's pretty cool. That turned out pretty cool. I did nothing to this MDF. I just took a piece out from my garage. Sorry if I ever run short on wood, this is the piece that will do me in because I decided to put a heat transfer on it. Not that I will ever run out of wood. But I was like super curious. I wanted to see how it looked just plain and simple on wood by itself. And this really kind of got me going. I was like, oh, this is so cool. This has a lot of potential, I think. But again, this is MDF. Now, I will show you this as well. I did the same thing earlier. This was my test. I was like, all right, let's then test the arches. So I have 2 arches here. This one right here is, let me double check. Hold on. Okay, yes. This one right here, I put, this was before I got the crystal clear polyethylene. I just put this on. I did 1 coat of this earlier on it. And after I saw that it worked, that's when I went back and did my 2nd coat on the other one. So I was like, okay, so it worked on this one. This is not a gloss cover though. This is just a flat white primer. Not white, I'm sorry, it's just a flat primer. It's just crystal clear, flat, matte is what they call it, I'm sorry, matte. That's all I did on this one. And I did 1 coat of it on this. Again, same thing, painted it white, sanded it with 220 grit. And this one right here, I did 0 spray on. Again, just did the sanding, and I just did the chalk paste on. But I wanted to show you that there is a little bit of difference, you can see. And again, it's only 1 coat, and it's matte, it's not gloss. I wanted to see if that gloss worked. But I'm going to try it. I am going to try it. So, yeah, I've seen them. So there is, like I said, in my research today of heat transfers, there's a method that people do with these things where it does leave a film like this on the actual board. But because I have a feeling, and I was worried about this, because I have a feeling it's still a little wet, because I didn't wait the full 24 hours. I rushed it, I know. But I have a feeling that's what's causing it to stick. And I don't even know that with a sander it'll come up, because I've seen it come up with just me from pulling up some of the paper here. So, like I said, I'll try and get it off. I have a feeling though a sander will just take it all off. I'm going to try it again though and show you all on Thursday. But check it out. It does go, we can use it on wood. We can make it work for us on wood. Or a shirt. Or this awesome tote bag right here, folks. So, check it out. Tote bag. Going shopping. Christmas shopping now for wine. So you got my shirt, got Amy's shirt. And this beautiful work of art that deserves, oh, look at that. Boom, boom, and boom. Can you put paper in water and scrape it off? Gene, yes, that is one of the methods I've seen. I have seen with this. And I'll try it. I'll spray it. Spread it around a little. Would it help? Would it help to mess the paper a little, then scrape it? So yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I just kind of give it a little bit of moisture. And like I said, I've seen this method. I mean, it's actually coming off. All right, you know what, guys? We're committed now. I see that gloss coming through. I'm committed now. I see that gloss. But I want to see if I can do it without this having to scrape as well too. You know, it's not, you know, just spraying that little bit of water on it, it's really not making it too difficult to come off. But it's going to make me have all these little papers everywhere I'm going to have to clean up. See if I can get it going. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at the color, though. Man. Y'all, you know, I'm glad y'all asked those questions. Thank you for asking those questions. Because now I did this, and I'm just like, you know what? It worked. It worked. It worked. It's coming right off. Let it soak in a little bit more. Try not to wet it too much. Go bust out that Goo Be Gone. That'll probably take the thing up, I'm worried. You know, I actually have plastic razors in my garage for this very thing right here. And it's actually, well, it's a resin tool, but man. See, that's what I was talking about earlier. Like I pulled it up from the heat. I pulled it up even some off of the paint. Scraping right off though. Y'all so smart. This is a team effort right here, guys. Y'all pat yourselves on the back. We did this one together. Little bit there. Hold on. So a little bit of that stickiness right off. And if anything, it adds a little bit of texture. Oh, yes. Yes! This is going to work, folks. And it still has, you know, it has that glossy look to it. It really does. Check it out. Yep, Tornado Zach arrives again, Deb. The colors are amazing. It's got a little bit of shine to it. I can still hold it here at an angle and see a little bit, you know, like, what you call it? Almost like when you're, you know, honestly, it's like when you pull off a tag off of a glass bottle or something. It's got that like sticky glue on it. It's kind of what it looks like it is on the surface right now a little bit. But I think after a little bit more scraping, another spray, or even if I take a sanding block to it, let's find out. Oof. Is that the 80 grit? Make sure you check your sanding grit. You don't want that 80 grit. That'll tear it right up. All right, here we go. I'm curious. But I also don't want it to dull it. Like I'm spraying a transfer. Okay, here we go. Man, that's nice. I like the way that came out. I do. That came out really nice. Check it out. So, you know what? Oh, it's adorable. Look. Ta-da. There we are. How cute is that? You know, it might, Sandy, I don't know what it would do to the, because basically, from my understanding of how this works, this is how this works. It's like ink. Think of it like the really kind of basically dumb it down to my understanding. There's ink on this, and the heat activates it, and it sticks to whatever surface it's on. That's how my mind basically kind of broke it down for me. That's how it works. I was like, okay, cool. So I don't know what alcohol would do to it. I'm worried though, because they say in everything I was studying up on this today was like, even this, you want to use the water-based version of this. Something about alcohol, I guess maybe it might bleed or maybe make it not sticky. I don't know. But check it out. That's what we did. We did the tote. We did our 2 arches. Let me know in the comment which one's your favorite, the pumpkin or the peach. the tote or the shirt. But that's all I have for you all tonight. I hope you all have a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow night. We're going to get into some trouble this week with some resin, hopefully, maybe, and some other fun stuff. So, have a great night. We'll see you all tomorrow night.